Hello again. So we had stopped at the beginning of bar 16 and we are going to go on from there. The last thing we did with our right hand was the ending of the first theme. And now we're going to go on with a little bit of the second theme. Right hand will start on the same note that it stopped, and it stopped with a finger 4 on E. Now, so we did ba 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 ba. Now we're going to substitute this finger with finger 3. And we're going to go E, F, G, 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 E, C. E, F, G, 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 E, C. And that happens twice. So I'm going to do that again. And it concludes with a sort of question. C, D, E, 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 stretch to A with your pinky finger, A, E, C, D. I'll do that again. C, D, E, 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 stretch to A, E, C, and hold D. So it's a two-part phrase. Twice. You may have noticed that the first time you go dee da ba 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 da da. Second time this E F goes faster because you were holding a longer note before. So let's do that all over again. Stretch to A. And this is the new part. Now we have an exact repeat of the first theme, so A section, so to say. And this B section, so substitute your finger. Different now. And now to end, instead of doing that da 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 da, that question, we sort of answer it. So this one is longer. Now replace it by the fifth, and you go E, D, C, A, C with the finger 3. And then get your finger 3 ready for the next E. We're going to stop here. This is bar 40. Okay, so I'll start on this second time of the second theme. Sorry. No A. And go down, E with a third. So we ended here. Ba da 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 da, E, D, C, A, C. Ba da 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 da. Boom. Okay. So I'll do that all from this whole part, the right hand. Dee da 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 on the upbeat or anacrusis. So second beat of bar 16. One, two, rest, because it's an upbeat. Change finger. Change. 1, 2, and then we're going to go down. down here. It's a different section, the bridge or whatever you might call it. So that's it for the right hand. Still have doubts, put it slower or repeat. I'll try to divide this into chapters. Now for the left hand. So we have some different chords now, not many, but some. The fingers will still be doing the 5-2-1-2, 5-2-1-2 pattern. You want to have a piece of paper where you write it down, so use whatever it is that helps you. If it is writing down your own notation is good. So if you don't know how to read notes, it does not matter, whatever makes sense for you. But you don't want to be listening or watching the video too much. You want to write down what makes sense for you. Okay. So get a pencil and a paper where you write down whatever makes sense for you, so that you don't need this video. All right. So left hand was doing the C right on at the end of bar 16, because we were doing that sequence that always went the same: A and then F and then G, and then we had arrived on C. Now on bar 17 we have a new sequence. So we have G, so finger 2 will fall on D and then G. So it's the same distance as a fifth and then a fourth. And now the same distance is starting on F. So G, F, E, A, D low, F, G, G. Whew. So that's 8 bars in which we broke the sequence. G, F, E, A. Again, if you need, use stickers. D, always the same fingering. F, and twice G. The second time G is where this is going to come on. So the left will have the familiar pattern, hopefully familiar by now because we already did it. So like we talked before, don't worry if you can't reach the octave. It does not matter, because the truth is it's pizzicato in the music. So starting on 17 you have a G, then an F, then an E, then an A, then a D, then an F, then a G, and another G, and we're home free. This is familiar. Now, I didn't explain how to join here. Now the left hand in bar 33, after this familiar sequence, we'll have the same thing. We'll go to G, then F, then E, then A, then D, then F, then C, then A. So different here, naturally, because if it's different here, it will also follow that it's different in the left hand. So D, F, this time we do not go to G, we go to C, and then A. So if you're writing this down, you should have by now something like on your left hand. Maybe you just want to write your bass, or maybe if you're memorizing, you only want with your left hand the first note of your left hand, for example. So G, F, E, A, D, F, G, and G. Now it's like the beginning. A, F, G, C, and then again A, F, G, C. Part B starts the same. G, F, E, A, D, F, but not changes, so you might want to mark it with a different color. C, and now A, and that's where we're going to stop. Okay, so I'll do the whole left hand from bar 17 as slow as I can. It's the end of the day, so I'm a bit rushed. I always am at the end of the day. So bar 17, it's a G. So A section after the intro. C, and we repeat these for A, F, G, and C. Second part B, so that's a G, F, E, A, D, F, change coming along, C, finally E, where we stopped on bar 40. And now for the thrilling part, which is putting this all together. So we're starting on the right hand, bar 16. Actually, maybe we should start with both hands on bar 16, which was the end of the, where they're going to join. We stopped here. So we had stopped with a finger 4, we're going to turn to a finger 3. So I'm going to start E with 4 because that's where I stopped, and then I'm going to change to 3 for my new phrase, which I'm calling the phrase B, but maybe that's confusing. Oh well, our second phrase. So, now, and we arrive at the new phrase, bar 17. So, together, together, right, left, together. Let's try that again. Okay, so you have a whole bar, 2 beats. Next bar, 18. Just 18. 17 and 18. And now 19 is the same in the right, but put E in the left. So I'll do 17, 18, and 19. And now I arrive at 19. My left hand already went down G, F, E. Now it goes up to A. Just this 20 actually. So 17 is G, 18 is F, 19 is E, and 20 is A. The same as 17, but with E, and now with A. And now I'm ready to go down to the D. And I'll repeat that from the previous one, because it's quite a leap from A to D. Again, if you need to, do the trick of the candy or the sticker. That's quite a leap there in your left hand. At any given time, you can only check one hand. You cannot look at two things at the same time. So, of course, on this one, you want to be looking at your left hand. The right hand is mainly on 5 notes. So you want to be keeping an eye out for the left. Watch left, D. Now go to F, stretch this pinky, and arrive at D. Let me do bar 22 when you have the stretch. And I'll do these 3 bars again. When I'm in the low D, F, stretch, and And now 2 notes in the left, and we're in the theme. If you need help with this, just simply watch the video before. So I'm going to repeat this very, very slowly from bar 16 so as to give you a continuation right from where you were. Already the first theme, okay? If you want, you can do the left hand legato. It's whatever you prefer, really. This is a matter of personal taste here, so I'm not going to be picky with that. So. Find that is nicer. I prefer the staccato, I think, but that's quite alright. Okay, so after this you do the first sequence again, so that's 8 bars. To C. Now, if you want to do this change already, this is the beginning of something new here. Okay, on 40. Let's do 37. Because that's where we change. So 3 on E and 5 on D. Go to F, change for 5. C. Third finger for E. So you have to look both ways. Here you're looking at your right, you place your finger 3, and here you place your finger 5 on D. Now look right, replace the finger 5. Now look left. So hopefully you'll know how to do that without looking at your hand, because you will need to look left to replace this finger 2 by 5 to make sure your hand is in the new position. Okay, whenever you change chord, maybe you want to look at your hand to make sure it's in position. You will know them. Make no mistake, you will know them through repetition. Of course you will. You won't always have to look at it, but while you still do, try to know where you're looking. It's very important to know where your eyes are. So when you're playing on 37, you don't want to have eyes here, because you don't have to. It's the same note. Maybe you want to check your left. 5 on F. Now eyes on the right to change, or at least your attention to check that you're changing and you're changing correctly. 3, then 5. Eyes on the right, eyes on the left, because you have to change for 5. Eyes on both, so you look here when you're doing C. Maybe look first to the left to calculate the distance, and then to the right to calculate the distance. That's your own choice, which one you're going to look at. But remember, you can't look at 2 places at the same time. Okay, so now I'm going to try to do I'll start on bar 14, so that's the last time we hear before this new section starts, okay? Oi? Yes, exactly. so that you have a little bit of context. So I'll start on 14 and do this whole section, I hope. And that's for the next video. So this of course is going to be faster. It's not that, I don't know, I don't even know what the speed is, but of course it's faster than this. Just to give you an idea, it probably is da-di-da-di-da-di-dum, da-di-da-di-da-di-da-dum, da-di-da-di-da-di-dum, something like that. But if I do a video playing that fast, you won't be able to understand anything, right? So it's a little hard to understand if I'm playing too fast. You want to be able to see the fingers and still get more or less the right sound. So that's why I'm playing it slow. Then I'll do a version of it with a bit faster. Don't be surprised if you go watch the video and it's a completely different key. I said that already. This is a transposed version to the key of C major so that it's easier to play. Okay, it's not the original key, it's a transcription and an easy arrangement too. Okay, and that's meant to make it easier to play, of course. Also not using any damper pedal at all because I could, but only if I wasn't doing staccato. If I'm doing staccato, it makes no sense to use the damper pedal. That's your right pedal, the one to the right. So if you're doing staccato, of course you're not going to do, that's my dog snoring. I don't know if you heard that. Because it kind of ruins the effect of the staccato, doesn't it? Look. I can't even do it. It doesn't happen. We don't do that. So if I'm doing staccato, there's no point in putting the damper pedal. I'll explain in a later video what it's for. So I hope that helped, and I'll be back with more. So enjoy. It's a beautiful tune. Beautiful, beautiful song. Bye-bye. Have a great day.